On today's episode of Camper Hack, we're going to go ahead and zip out the old side window on the cab over because she's leaking a little bit. So we have a couple hours of nice weather today before the rain comes, so perfect. Alright, so I'm pretty sure this is the culprit of our next leak since the trim is looking pretty good, pretty solid. This light, running light here was pretty much just hanging off, so I know that was probably soaking up some water as well. So I just rolled a couple of sealant turds and slapped it on there. Hopefully that's holding. Did the same thing up here. Wasn't quite sure where the water was coming from. Patch jobs seem to be holding up pretty alright. So I'm thinking the water is just flowing off here and getting soaked up all up in these seams. Oh yeah. And just to show you what it looks like on the inside of the window, all this is all bubbling up, and when it was raining pretty hard yesterday, it was water was pooling up directly under the window, so maybe the bottom seal is blown, I'm not sure. But all the windows need to be redone anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and get to this one today, and then I'm going to go play in the rain, I guess, and then see if this window holds up. So we'll see. Okay, so it's definitely a little moist here, a little rotten. So we're gonna go ahead and scrape all this crap off. The bottom didn't look too bad, so the bottom it's probably not leaking. It was just this backside, front side. And let's see up here. Oh yeah, that is slimy. All right, we're gonna go ahead and clean this up a bit. We have some nice-ish weather today. We're going to go ahead and pull that window and reseal it. Okay, we got the window out. She was already a little cracked when I harked on her. Now she's a lot cracked. So I already wanted to block this window off for a couple of reasons. One, it's a horribly uninsulated window. Lets cold in, lets heat in, and it was cracked because of where I take it up in the mountains. There's a lot of low-hanging branches and overgrown alder trees and stuff. And it was smacking on the window a bit, and I cracked her last summer, I think, or the summer before that. So, not sure how I'm going to do this yet. I might have to think on it for a little bit. But if I can remove the glass, I have some plywood. I may just make something up. I'll show you what that hole looks like over here. So it's a bit wet in there. Not terribly bad. Definitely a little rotten in some spots. Okay, I'm gonna figure this out. So right now we're looking at the inside of the window. I just wanted to show you all that water. It's probably, it's leaking everywhere, I assume, but it looks like there's a little patch job right here. I think the seal around the window is pretty well toast as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean all this crap up while we're thinking about what we want to do next with this big gaping hole. Yep, she was pretty rotten. It's all wet. Super, super wet. All the way around, and that's probably why the water was pooling up in the cab over. I'm gonna go ahead and get this cleaned up here and show you what we're gonna do. So this is what I came up with. Kind of poked around my garage, seeing what kind of extra shit I had laying around. And I got this plywood, so I think I'm gonna trace it out, cut it to size. I might cut out 2 pieces so that I can sandwich together the insulation that I'm going to cut to size. And here's kind of I'm not too sure about this next part, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do it anyways. I'm going to use the Flex Seal to tack this Tyvek to the outside of that window. And that's how we'll keep her waterproof. But I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but it's what I got laid around my garage, and it's going to prevent me from... Nope, it's just what I got laid around my garage. This way I don't have to go to the store. Anyways, you guys comment down below. Tell me what you would have done in this case. This might actually work out. Flex Seal on the board, wrapping this tie back. Got a layer of duct tape because why the hell not? And I'm going to put this on the outside. And then one final layer. Take that all together. Send it. I think this will serve as our window for the time being. So I'll at least get her dried up so I can take her out camping. Okay. So I guess we'll go ahead and lay down or finish cleaning it up a bit. Clean up around the camper, re-glue it, and then maybe I'll chime you back in when it's ready to hang. Okay, we got her glued and tacked. I'm just gonna go up there and finish screwing. Okay, there she is. Actually started raining on us a little bit, but we're using the good glue, so it should hold. I got a little bit messy, so I started rushing it. And just went to town with the glue, and it looks pretty bad, but I think it's gonna work. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I didn't plan on swapping out a window or making a window or making a window delete, whatever you want to call this, but it worked out. I got a little layer of insulation on the outside, so that should help reflect some of the heat this summer. And I think I'm going to throw on a layer of insulation on the inside and then cap it off. Show you what I mean. That's what it looks like from the inside. I have some styrofoam insulation, not necessarily this stuff, but I'll probably cut it to size, cover it, and then get another board and just sandwich it all in there, tack it to the walls, and then that'll be done. Window will be sandwiched in there. The window delete will be sandwiched in there. The insulation should stay dry. I hope it stays dry. I'm tired of getting rained on. But if that be the case, then awesome. One problem taken care of. So I don't think the weather is going to keep cooperating with us anymore today. It may or it may not. I think I'm going to see if the rain cloud passes. And if I'm able to, I'll get back at you and we'll pull this window out. Try not to break it. And get a reseal, put back in, and then the cab over will be done as far as the windows are concerned. And we'll just have these two windows to go. Alright. Okay, my one concern right now is that the window is glued in from this side. So if there's a strong enough wind force coming from the outside this way, like say anytime I'm driving on the road, that glue better be holding up pretty good, otherwise it's just gonna blast that window right through. So instead of waiting, I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna use this styrofoam. I'm gonna cut another piece of wood the same exact size as the styrofoam, and or maybe I'll just cut it to the, I don't know yet. Essentially, I want to cap it off, so I might actually cut the styrofoam to the window size so that it goes in a little bit, has a little bit of a lip, and then I'll put a wood covering over it so that the wood is sandwiched in there and has a little bit of back pressure pushing it that way. So, you know, in the event of a big gusty wind or driving 60 miles per hour on the road, my window won't blow out. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. Okay, here is the game plan. So I'm gonna use this piece of styrofoam to make a template to cut out a piece of wood this size. Then I'm gonna use your old friend, the broken piece of shit glass, as a template for the styrofoam, and get her all tacked up, provide that back pressure that we're talking about. Let's go ahead and get you set up, turned around. Let's do this. Alright, so I think I'm going to throw another little bead, some kind of paranoid, and I don't want to do this again next year, so I'm just going to overdo it with the glue like I like to do, and then I'm going to hang the insulation, get that wood tacked up there. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's not good. Okay. Let's see. I don't know what it is about these corners, but they really do like to leak. So you have to do something similar. Don't be afraid to throw in a lot of extra sealant around the corners. Something about those 90 degrees. Okay. Get you some natural light here. Alright, we put some glue up so that we can tack our styrofoam. I'll just throw this on there. Screws. Totally just marged this into my pencil. Okay. Well, alright. Well, there it goes. My God, that looks lopsided. Maybe I should have taken off the curtain things, but I think the whole camper is just lopsided. What if I turn the camera? Well, anyways, it's on there. I think if I really wanted to do it correctly, I probably would have pulled the what do you call those things? The dowel holders, the curtain holders. But this is gonna back up anyways. Well, she ain't the prettiest, but she'll do. Ain't winning any beauty contests, but I am okay with that as long as we stay dry and we stay cool in the summertime, we stay warm in wintertime, then I will be happy. Okay, well, looks like the weather's holding out just fine, so we're gonna go ahead and I think we're going to do that window as well. Go ahead and pull that one out. It's always got to be raining on my parade. So if you want to see what a bad seal looks like, look at all that dry rot. And it's lifted up. No doubt, letting in water. So I already took the liberty of removing all the screws. Now we just need to pop her out. Let's see if you can focus on this, but you can see moisture droplets. If I can. Moisture droplets right here. The wood is wet in places, so it's definitely taken on water. There, it's wet there too, and it's wet all up along this side. So we're gonna go ahead and clean all this off, re-glue it, throw it back in there. Well, so far, this is the best window. She leaks a bit, but it's not totally rotten like the other two windows so far. So, I'm gonna scrape all this crap off, get it ready for some glue and screw. All right, gotta say this putty rope or caulking rope is my favorite stuff to remove. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but we'll get most of it. We're gonna go ahead and hit it with a wire brush. Try to clean it up a bit. Let's see what it looks like. Good enough for rock and roll. There she is. So we now have the cab over camper, or the cab over part of the camper complete. Did our redneck window delete up front, resealed the window on either side. And this seems to be holding up pretty good. So I think we're in pretty good shape. Right, we got one window out. Doesn't look too bad except for around the corners. A little bit of leakage. Everywhere else looks okay. That corner looks all right. A little leakage over here. So we're gonna go ahead and clean off all that gunk. There's a couple little holes here as well, so I think we're just gonna hit that with some sealant best we can and slap it back together. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up. All in all, it doesn't look too bad, just a little rough around the corners. Okay, go ahead and clean this up. This one, on the other hand, you can see a lot more rot. All this dark color is where water was getting in and rotting. Pretty much the whole top seal. You can see how it rotted, especially down in here. Okay, glad we're taking care of this. See all that dark colored putty there? It's all rot. I helped it a little bit by throwing a bead on the exterior, but that was just a patch job until we could do what we are doing now. So we're gonna use this putty knife to clean it up. Go clean up the camper, slap her back in. Alright y'all, I think that's going to do it for this video. As you've seen, it's quite the process to pull out all those windows, clean the camper, scrape the windows, get them all nice and pretty, glued and screwed again. I think I did the cab over the weekend, like in a day. I think it was just a day, I can't remember. And then I did the two side windows like during the next week after work sometime. And they've been holding up pretty good. As you see, the camper is a little bit more developed since I filmed the video. It's been a little bit now. I've been sitting on it. Even got me a haircut and grew my beard out a little bit and cut it and grew it back again. So I've been holding out on you, and I apologize, but promise you I wasn't doing that on purpose. I wanted to actually use this thing. So I've been out camping twice so far, and I've got the interior set up a little bit, so there's more videos in the future for you. I got something right over here that's not quite done yet. That's a new addition that I'll show you. I got something down here and up there that I'll show you later. I actually painted the roof with some nice roof paint, and that's a whole new video. So after I'm done filming this outro, I'm going to go up there and put that one together in the editing room, as well as I painted the exterior. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised with that one. So I got a lot of work to do, guys. So if you're just now chiming into the Camper Hack series, go ahead and subscribe so you can see those future videos. Make sure to hit that bell so you're one of the first people to see it, and then get caught up. I think this is the 5th episode of Camper Hack, so you got 4 other episodes you got to catch up on. You better go do that. And I've also been doing some work on the truck too, so you're gonna want to see those because we're getting her all set up. I have since this video I've purchased my ferry ticket, so we're going on a nice overland trip for about 5 weeks, and I can't wait. So I gotta get back to work, guys. So thanks for tuning in. Smash that like button if you found this useful or entertaining. Comment down below if there's anything you want to know about the camper, or anything you want to say, or give me any tips on how I messed it up somehow. Tell me what I did wrong. Yep, subscribe to see future videos. Check out the channel. I got lots of content. I've been doing this for about a year now, and this is probably my second rebuild on this, and this Camper Hack series is completely different from the first one, as well as we mostly rebuilt the truck that it's sitting on, as well as the truck that's on the other side of this one. So we got a lot more videos planned for both rigs in the future, and we got a lot of content already on them. Plus, if you like some good old virtuoso shredding guitar music, check out some of my really old videos that just sat around. They need some love. They don't really have any views yet, but you won't be disappointed. I just don't know how to optimize them for YouTube yet, like I do these truck videos. So I gotta get back to work, guys. Okay, here we go. We'll see you on the next one.